I'm gonna put a link for Yellow Wolf. He's a white rapper from Gadsden, Alabama. He's crazy. He signed to Shady. He's with Eminem now. He's gonna be huge. And then I'm gonna lastly toast a woman by the name of Judy Sokolower, who is a school teacher out in San Francisco Bay Area. You think a pretty liberal, tolerant place. She came out as a lesbian to her class, and she got almost kicked out of her job for it. She went through a lot of real unnecessary stuff. But my parents, I don't know what my parents' opinions were, but I could vaguely remember that they were kind of uneasy with the idea of having an LGBT teacher. But for me, I think God bless those teachers who are coming out of class. I think it's a good thing. And then my roast. Very rarely does somebody actually send me a link and say like, "You've got to roast this guy." But somebody sent me a link.
Who?
Somebody sent me a link on my not my Hamilton, my other email, my personal. So he sends me this link, and I'm like, okay, who is this? It's a YouTube link, and it's of this guy by the name of Alan Simpson. Alan Simpson used to be a guy in the he's on Obama's deficit commission. He used to be a former Wyoming state senator. He's on Fox News, and he was talking about seniors who complain about Social Security being targeted as a way to reduce U.S. national debt. This is what he said. I need to read this out loud because it's so hilariously funny. The man is 80 years old, but he's still not excused. He still deserves roasting. He said, quote, "This is fakery. If they care at all about their children or grandchildren, and sometimes I doubt that. I think grandchildren now don't write a thank you for the Christmas presents. They're walking on their pants with the cap on backwards, listening." No, it gets better. It gets better. Believe me, this is why somebody would send an email, because it gets way better. They're walking on their pants with the cap on backwards, listening to the Enema Man and Snoopy Poop Dog, and they don't like them.
Wait, pass me that. I need to see this.
There's a video. I'll show you the link. This is an actual real transcript of the video. Mm-hmm. This guy, I'm sorry. The fact that you're on a deficit commission, that you were a former state senator, that you're 80 years old, this might be what's wrong with America. I'm sorry. This is he had to be roasted. I saw this, I'm like, dude,
I think that's the official oldest roast that we ever gave out.
I know, but it's deserving. I mean, it's Enema Man. I can't even
Does he mean?
I don't.
Eminem.
Eminem and Snoop Dogg. That's what he means.
Yeah, I know.
I know. It's hard to wrap your head around it. Okay. So Frantron.
Oh. I've been trying to think of a toast, but I do have a roast.
Okay.
Congress. I'm roasting Congress to the utmost extent right now because they cannot pass the financial budget that we need, financial report that we that's gonna keep track of how much we're gonna spend this year, and they still haven't. And they're supposed to pass it last week.
This is in their efforts to cut the deficit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're not even touching the real budget. They're not, and that's really why they deserve roasting. I mean, there's 60% of the budget in entitlements, and they're not even.
I found I was looking up and see how much we owe other countries, and it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Owing to China $2 trillion, owing Japan $1 trillion.
I mean, the thing with China, the unbalanced trade that we have going with China, we've had for I think
it's still
over a decade now.
It's not an excuse though.
It's gotten to the point where it will never be repaid. It will never ever be repaid. And so,
yay.
Yeah.
$2 trillion.
Which is what I don't get, because does the Chinese government think that we are actually going to repay it when they continue to loan us more?
But the funny thing is that I learned the reason why they do it today.
Because they're smart.
No. Yeah, that too, because their economy is based on exporting.
Yeah.
No.
They're an exporter economy, which is why they keep their yen. Is it the yen or the?
It's the yen.
Yeah, it's the yen. They keep the yen so artificially low.
And the thing is, United States, we import, they export,
right,
and we're their biggest importer.
Right.
So without us, what can they do?
Yeah, they can't sell.
Call this Econ 101.
Yeah.
Frantron.
Econ 102. Macroeconomics.
Issues in macroeconomics.
Issues in macroeconomics.
And do you have toast?
Toast.
To the econ department.
To the econ department and the comp sci department, both of which just made my life at Hamilton the best. No, like it
Sounds
sounds
really-
sarcastic.
That sounds really sarcastic.
No, but it's true though. I'm
This is
like
what
I'm
we
completely
call
serious.
An ad for the Hamilton website.
No, seriously. I was watching The Social Network like a couple of days ago.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
You know why?
Why?
The dialogue is done by Aaron Sorkin, who also did The West Wing.
Yeah, but like
Why?
it was awesome. No, take back my toast. I do toast them, but also another toast is to The Social Network.
Great movie.
The script was awesome. Like the guy who
Aaron
played
Sorkin.
Mark.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Eisenberg, man, he was.
And like
I saw the movie in the theater. It was like.
yeah, it was like I was watching. I was like, I was amazed as to like how much of a genius a person could be, how smart a person could be in order to write a script like that. It was amazing.
Timberlake also did a pretty good job too. I was surprised. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, Timberlake, wow, really stepped up. Wow,
Stepped up
Timberlake.
big time.
Oh, is he? Which is he or no? No.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh wait, yeah, we could if you want to.
Actually, that'd be a really good segue.
Okay, let's go to it.
We are gonna. Speaking of Justin Timberlake, in retrospect, I look back on this album that this song's from that we're gonna
Mhm.
play, and it's really, as far as pop music goes, really grand in ambition, and he
It
really
is.
pulled it off on just such a great level. So right now I'm gonna play for you Justin Timberlake,
What goes
What
around?
Goes Around. You'll see WHCL 87 FM.